JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, wanted man captured in Kingston. Akeem Pinnock, otherwise called Daniel, was wanted for a double murder committed on February 9 and shooting with intent on December 27, 2021 has been captured. He was captured by the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force during a targeted operation in West Kingston on Tuesday, March 8. Montague resigns. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Robert Montague, has resigned from the Prime Minister Andrew Holness-led cabinet with immediate effect. Montague handed in his resignation to Holness late Friday. A third statement from Jamaica House stated that Holness met with Montague, who expressed that it was a privilege to have had the opportunity to serve at the highest levels in government. Montague's resignation comes days after an Integrity Commission report stated that he allowed 6 people of questionable character to be issued with firearms license while he was National Security Minister. Since being appointed to Holness's cabinet in 2016, the Jamaica Labour Party chairman has been dogged by numerous allegations of corruption, negligence and abuse of public trust at several statutory entities under his stewardship. Taxi driver found dead on Helshaw Road. The St. Catherine South Police are investigating the murder of a taxi operator who was found dead on the Helshaw Main Road in Portmore on Thursday night. The taxi operator has been identified as 48-year-old Christopher Ellis of Old Harbour Glades, St. Catherine. Ellis was found near his Toyota Pro Box about 8:30 p.m. He had an injury to the head and the front of the vehicle was damaged. The police initially believed that Ellis died after being run over by a vehicle. However, it was later discovered that he suffered a bullet wound to the head. A bullet hole was found inside the vehicle and a spent casing meters away. 18-year-old shot and injured in Irwin Heights, St. James. An 18-year-old man was shot and injured in Irwin Heights, Granville, St. James on Thursday. The man was walking in the community about 11:55 a.m. when 2 men on a motorcycle stopped in front of him. The pillion shot the man in his head. He was treated at hospital. The attack came hours after 3 siblings were shot dead at their home in the same community. 11-year-old Peter Gay Cook and her 19-year-old twin siblings, Javoni and Javon Stewart, were shot and killed by unknown assailants inside their home about 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Spanish Town man charged with fish vendor's murder. The Old Harbour police in St. Catherine have now charged a man with last month's murder of a fish vendor at the Old Harbour fishing village. Patsy Coleman, 51, of Rasta Corner, Sandy Bay, Clarendon, was killed about 1:15 p.m. on February 15 as she left a sanitary convenience on the beach. The police say 30-year-old Corey Walters of Johnson Pen, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was charged with the murder yesterday after he was questioned by detectives. After Coleman's murder, the attacker fired several shots at an approaching crowd and managed to escape. His court date is being finalized. Illegal gun seized in Hanover, man arrested. A police military operation conducted by members of the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force has yielded the recovery of a gun and several rounds of ammunition in Patty Hill, Hanover. The 9mm Taurus pistol, along with a magazine containing 9 9mm rounds, was recovered in a pre-dawn operation on Thursday. A man was arrested in relation to the seizure. A quantity of ganja, estimated at 50 pounds, was also seized in the operation. This is the 9th firearm seized by the task force since its inception recently. Additionally, a total of 163 rounds of ammunition have been seized. We're going after the money. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson says law enforcement agencies will intensify their partnerships and coordinated operations to seize the unexplained wealth of criminals. According to a release, the commissioner, who was speaking at a digital press conference on Thursday, March 10, said the forfeiture of the proceeds of crime is critical in permanently dismantling criminal organizations. Through the collaborative efforts of the police working with the Financial Investigations Division, FID, Customs, and major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, MOCA, you'll see more assets seized. You'll see criminals forfeiting their ill-gotten gains. Let me serve notice today. We're going after the money, he said.
The criminals we are dealing with are not poor, unattached youth who are hungry and destitute. Far from it. These are men and women who have made a conscious decision to pursue a life of crime and violence. They are amassing considerable amounts of wealth, and they are using that wealth to purchase guns, to hire gunmen, and support gangs. Indeed, many of these criminals have come from poor communities. But once they amass their wealth, they opt to live lavish lifestyles, showing no regard for the people they grew up with. They would much rather engage in money-burning contests than help the poor and needy.
Major General Anderson encouraged the public to support the work of the law enforcement community by providing information that will lead to arrest, charges, and seizures. Criminals thrive when good people make the decision to do nothing. We're going after the money, but feel free to direct us as to where to find it, he urged. In the digital press conference held in partnership with the FID, Jamaica Customs Agency, and the MOCA, Commissioner Anderson also noted that strategic partnerships are yielding results, leading to several seizures and arrests. He said that over 1 week, the Jamaica Constabulary Force recovered 44 illegal guns and arrested 3 persons in connection with the 21 guns discovered by the Jamaica Customs Agency. We are strengthening that customs partnership in a big way. You're going to see a lot more activities in relation to that. We also seized another 23 weapons off the road, and that was in partnership with the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF. We charged 14 persons so far related to those seizures, he informed. The formation of the JCF and JDF Joint Anti-Gang Task Force is another strategic partnership in addressing crime and violence. Meanwhile, the police commissioner pointed out that gangs thrive because of the broader support systems that they rely upon, and as such, law enforcement will be going after the relatives, friends, and associates who assist the criminals in their activities. The girlfriends and mothers who collect the extortion money, the school friends who register assets in their name, businesses that knowingly help them launder money, the family members and friends who try to clear the illegal weapons and ammunition, all of them are part of the gang and all of them are a target, he warned. Chief Technical Director FID, Selvin Hay, said the entity has signed 3 memoranda of understanding with the Integrity Commission, MOCA, and JCF to provide a framework for information sharing, analysis, provision of financial profiles or documents for the prevention, detection, investigation, and prosecution of corruption, financial crime, and revenue collection, among other things. He said another agreement will be signed shortly with the Jamaica Customs Agency. IT and JCF to address nuisance of load motorcycles. The Island Traffic Authority and the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch of the Jamaica Constabulary Force say they will be embarking on a joint operation to address the nuisance of excessively loud motorcycles, which have been causing disturbances in communities across the island. According to a release, complaints have been increasing as there's been an unusual level of noise emitted. The noise transmitted from these motorcycles is a result of the removal of the silencers and the muffler of the motorcycles. Director of the Island Traffic Authority, Kenut Hare, says the joint operation with the JCF seeks to send a strong message to motorcyclists who contribute to this issue. We are also appealing to companies who employ motorcyclists to transport their goods and services to ensure that the silencers are replaced in the bikes because we are going to address that matter once and for all, he stated. The joint operation will see officials from the IT and JCF conducting spot checks on the roadways. Motorcycles will be assessed, and if they are found to have the silencer removed or the exhaust system modified, they will be removed from the roadways. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Gary McKenzie, says under the current road traffic regulations, motorcyclists can be charged for excessive noise. We'll also depend on the IT to do the necessary assessments also, and once the motorcyclist is found to be defective, the plate will be removed and the motorcyclist must remedy the defects, he noted. In the meantime, motorcyclists are being advised that motorcycles found to be unlicensed, uninsured, and without a valid certificate of fitness will be held in the possession of the JCF. Jamaica reports 36 new COVID-19 cases, 5 additional deaths. Jamaica on Friday reported 36 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of confirmed cases reported on the island to 128,354. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also reported 5 more virus-related deaths. The death toll since the start of the pandemic now stands at 2,844. Of the new reported cases, there were 20 females and 16 males, with ages ranging from 6 months to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 8, Hanover 2, Kingston and St. Andrew 7, Manchester 1, St. Catherine 4, St. Anne 2, St. Elizabeth 1, St. James 5, St. Thomas 2, Trelawney 2, and Westmoreland 2. Meanwhile, the latest victims are a 35-year-old woman from St. James and a 68-year-old woman also from St. James. Both died sometime in January or February. An 81-year-old male from Portland who died back in April 2021, a 76-year-old female from Portland who died back in September 2021, a 95-year-old female from Portland who died back in September 2021. The country also recorded 98 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 79,331. The country's positivity rate now stands at 6.4%. There are 300 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.